this project, did you imagine reaching responsive? Okay, answer.
No, honestly, I didn't. When I first started this project, I honestly thought that it was just gonna be like our final for our school, you know, that affected our grades. Honestly, I didn't expect it to end up getting on the news or even just winning awards, for example. My friends going to LA, I didn't expect that at all, honestly.
And you, Sergio?
I agree with her. We just thought it was just a school project, and it's crazy how we actually managed to get big, I guess you could say, because you know, we're in the news. You know, we went to LA, we got our awards. The school district even gave us awards, and you know, it's just crazy how like something small could just become something big.
And you, Tony?
Yeah, I agree with Sergio because it's crazy how this video we made just in our class, it got to take us to LA to win at a film festival. And just, first of all, just even going to Hollywood just to screen our film is just amazing in itself. And it's also awesome that it's in the newspaper. I just saw a picture of it right now that my dad sent me in the newspaper. So it's pretty surreal how something like just as simple as a video can be so powerful, and that we got recognized by the superintendent last night, and we got our awards. It's just it's really amazing how that happened.
Okay, and you, Aaron?
I was very surprised that how I just helped just a tiny bit would make the biggest difference in this video project, and I'm glad that I helped out.
Okay. And now, can you tell us what the incident happened in your life that you will like to share with the readers? What are the things you should watch out when you're growing up?
The things that I would watch out while growing up was kind of more of like the bad, drugs, like gangs and stuff. You know, I didn't want to get into all that stuff because, you know, it's like being born in like a poor family. You know, there's a less likelihood of becoming rich because your family doesn't have that much money to support you, like going to college and stuff like that. And it's just like being born on the east side of San Jose is like, oh, it's like the bad side of San Jose. So maybe those kids are gonna end up being gangsters and stuff. And I didn't want to choose that road. I didn't want to go down that road.
And you?
Yeah, like normally when I tell people, you know, like I'm from the east side of San Jose, they just see me as like some person who's dirty, you know, like they see less of me because I was born here, because I grew up here. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. And just to say that this film that is about Sergio, that's about the east side, about us growing up on the east side, and showing that us as students, our minds are so great. Like, we can create anything. We can accomplish anything. And just the fact that we did this growing up here, it astonishes me, and it astonishes other people. I'm happy that I can say that about myself.
And you?
Yeah, I agree with both of them. Just growing up on the east side, there's that stereotype, and they kind of have those expectations that we're not going to amount to anything or go to college. But I would say that path, I kind of want to avoid it. Just going down the whole typical east side thing. I want to prove that we can be something, and it doesn't matter where you come from. It just matters that you have a passion inside and a drive for it.
Something I usually watch out for is procrastination. You know, when you go to school every day, you always want to climb a ladder, and that ladder leads to college, right? After college, you get your life and your job. So what I usually watch out for is to try to keep in my line, try to stay successful each and every day.
Now, what is the one thing you did that anyone can do to achieve what you have? Tomas? Yeah.
Well, I mean, honestly, it's just dedication. You have to be dedicated to whatever you love. You know, it's like a soccer player isn't gonna become a professional soccer player if you don't become dedicated. If you don't do like if you don't practice every day, you don't do all that stuff to make you a better soccer player. You know, it just comes down to you focusing on what you're doing and not worry about other people. Just keep it to yourself and, you know, just do you.
Thank you, Ella.
I usually have perseverance. Like, I do a lot of projects, and I don't do good on them sometimes. And I usually just start all over again, and try my best to do it as well as I can.
And you?
The one thing I did that anyone can do to achieve what we did or something similar is I feel it's like dedication, because we just went out there and we just did it. You can never achieve something that you want without you have to be fearless. You can't fear to fail, because you have to fail to succeed, you know. Like, we had a couple more edits before this video, and we just kept going and over and over till we found one that was right. So it's just, ultimately, you just got to be kind of relentless and just got to be grinding all the time.
One thing that I did to get myself where I am in this place was to be involved in school, in my class. If I wasn't involved in the film, if I didn't speak up and say that I wanted to participate or wanted recognition in the first place, I wouldn't be here. Like, without Mr. Cavada or without the class that we did, we wouldn't be in this place. So I'd say one thing to achieve, like, greatness is to be involved.
What was the most influential person in your life besides your class? Ella.
The most influential person in my life was probably my history teacher from last year, Mr. Osterkamp. He really taught me about determination and always working hard.
And you?
Probably the most influential person in my life would have to be, at the moment, my significant other, because he's very hardworking. He doesn't go to college, he's not in school, but he does the most for that he can to support himself on his own, and just the dedication that he showed. We had this class together as well, and the dedication that he showed in the projects, in the artwork, it was just awesome.
And you, sir?
I would say my brother, my older brother, because you know, he's the oldest one in the family, so he's the one that's always getting into trouble and stuff. And, you know, just learning from his mistakes is kind of what brought me to being me, kind of built me up.
And you?
I feel the most influential person besides my parents would probably be Mr. Yu, because I got really close to Mr. Yu starting last year, and this year I have him as a teacher, so we're even closer now. And Mr. Yu, he always tells me what the path I should go on and tips on how to get to where I want to achieve, because he had both of my sisters when they used to go here, and he kind of guided them on that path. And I feel Mr. Yu influences me a lot in what I do day to day.
Okay. Was there a teacher that inspired you in the classroom?
I would say Mr. Cavada. He's a great teacher because, you know, he gives a lot of students opportunity, and he helps students like find what they want to do and their passion. Like, there's this other student, his name is Axel, and he did a similar film to us, and he's going to Yale, to the Yale University over there in Connecticut, and he's getting his award, he's getting everything, and it's just because he was dedicated to his film too. And if it wasn't for Mr. Cavada, he would have never like had the motivation to do his film.
Yeah, I'd have to say Mr. Cavada. Without Mr. Cavada even just sending in our videos or inspiring us to like be great and actually achieve what we're capable of, we wouldn't be here. Like, for example, he sent this video into you guys, and you guys are here interviewing us. Like, how amazing is that? We wouldn't be here if it weren't for him. Like, we wouldn't have the dedication and put in all the time to make this video, to make all the projects that we do, to express us. Like, we wouldn't do that without him.
Yeah, I mean, I have to agree with them again. I would say Mr. Cavada inspired me a lot. because this is my third year with Mr. Cavada. I've had him for a while, and Mr. Cavada, I would say, is the teacher that on campus that gives so many opportunities to students, because you don't hear any of these classes going to you know, Hollywood, Los Angeles for any school trip. You don't hear that they're sending one kid to Yale on the other side of the coast. Cavada really puts out some great opportunities, because like Mariah said, if Mr. Cavada didn't put out the video, it would never gotten out there, you know. So I would say Mr. Cavada had influenced, he was inspired me the most.
And you get
After a year with everyone here, Mr. Cabral was also an inspiring teacher for me, because he really taught me how to do a lot of techniques in class, and that's why I stayed with him for 3 years.
how do friends react to your accomplishment, and how challenged you?
It's pretty funny, because it's like you're walking down the halls and then your friends are just like, oh, it's famous, look, it's famous Serge, it's famous Mariah and stuff like that. And it's just funny because, you know, we're not, I wouldn't say we're famous, but, you know, I find it funny how you just walking down the hall and people are like, oh, you know, it's like, oh, I saw you in the news, I saw your video, it was great, you know. And then now one of the counselors, her husband works at Google, and you know, my video was themed in Google. They're actually sharing it around Google. They told me that her husband is sharing it around Google, and everybody in Google saw it, so that's really crazy. And but yeah, I just find it's funny to me. It's funny how people just walk up and they're just like, oh, you're famous now.
It's pretty cool, honestly, just like having my friends realize that I was involved in this film and that we made it so big. Like, my friends went to LA, another one of my friends is going to Yale, and now other teachers around campus are just showing it to the other students, and it's just like, people just come up to me and they're like, wow, like, you were recognizing the film, like, you guys did that. It was such an amazing film, and it's just like, I'm proud to get like compliments on that, and I'm very proud to say that I was a part of this.
Yeah, I'd say it's been pretty cool getting recognition for this. You know, they talked about it in announcements. Teachers, like Mariah said, teachers are screening in other classes, and then I was kind of shocked, you know, because it's kind of a big deal for me, because I never really got recognition for really anything like that before. And then everyone's like, comes up to me, and friends are like, oh, Tommy Hollywood, what's up? You're famous now. And yeah, everyone's like, wow, you guys got to go to LA for a video? I'm like, yeah, man, that was really cool. And even my like family, they like kind of like talk about it and make fun of me, and like, not like make fun of me, but like make jokes. And my dad sent me a picture of the Mercury News. I saw the thing they did on us, and I was like, wow, it's cool. So it's been kind of cool. I feel proud of what we did, because Daddy got recognized as well.
And you?
My friends usually react to this like, oh, it's pretty cool, man. Yeah. And it feels good being recognized for the work that you've done, just like how everyone else said. And some things that it challenged me to do is try harder next time, you know?
Mm-hmm.
After you do something good, you want to do something even better.
Yeah. Okay, tell us, what do you like to do when you're not in school?
When I'm not in school, I mean, I have a camera of my own, so when I have the chance, I kind of just go out and take pictures of things. Sometimes, like, when I'm just with my friends, like, I take it out and just capture the moment, and I like to reminisce and just know that this is what I did, and tell my friends, you know, like, just like, hang out and have fun, you know, just be kids.
Well, what I do when I'm not in school, I usually work. I usually have a job at work. And in my free time, I'm either playing video games or just at the gym. And that's pretty much all I do when I'm not at school, just at the gym or at home.
Sergio, what kind of work do you do when you're not in the school?
I work at Macy's.
Oh, so what do you do?
I'm always talking to customers and fixing clothes and selling stuff.
Okay.
And yeah, and I mean, homework is school related, so I wouldn't say homework. So I also do homework, and I read. I read books. I'm currently reading a book named Night. It's a really good book.
Great. And you?
Yeah, when I'm not in school, I'm usually, like Sergio said, I'm usually working. I work at Vans at the Eastridge Mall right here. I'm just a sales associate, and so I like to work, and also I like cars a lot too, so I like to work on my car and go for drives and stuff like that. So I'd say that's simple things, nothing major.
And you?
Just like Sergio said, I usually play video games on my free time, and I also design on my free time when I'm at home.
Okay. Thank you so much, and congratulations.
Thank
Thank you.
And we want to thank you guys for getting together with us and tell us about you and your stories, okay? And I hope this inspires the other students and other teachers to do the same or better than you guys, okay? So thank you again.
Thank you.
Thank you.